4 games before the bye week, Tom Brady's Bucs face off against a Vikings team led by Kirk Cousins this weekend. But head coach Bruce Arians doesn't seem too worried about his team's postseason hanging in the balance.
Just getting in the dance. We've been a 1 seed and won it. We've been a 6 seed and won it. So this year, especially with no fans, the home field advantage is really going to be out the window. It's just going to be lining up and playing in empty stadiums. So it's that what's been a big part of the playoffs in the past is home field advantage. I don't think it's going to be an advantage this year. So it's just a matter of getting in.
All right, the 7-5 Bucs only 1 game up on Minnesota and Arizona in the wild card standings, with 4 games remaining on the regular season schedule. And now, look at this guy joining us, Super Bowl champion Damian Woody, here to jump in on the debate. And Damian, I actually want to start with you. Do you think that Tom Brady's Bucs could miss the postseason this year?
Absolutely, they could. Because when you look at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, what is their identity as it pertains to the offense? Yes, they have a bunch of named players, the Mike Evans, the Chris Godwins, Antonio Brown, Leonard Fournette, Rob Gronkowski, the list goes on and on. But at this time of year, you have to have some type of identity of who you are and what you can lean upon. And when you look at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Tom Brady is not playing. He's not playing particularly well, especially since the acquisition of Antonio Brown. And I'm not blaming this on Antonio Brown at all. But we just don't know what this Tampa Bay offense is going to be. And looking forward, they got the Minnesota Vikings this week. Minnesota Vikings is surging right now. They're on the come up right now. They got dogs on that offense, and Dalvin Cook and Justin Jefferson, the phenomenal rookie wide receiver. So they got a tall task ahead of them this week. And then down the stretch, you're playing the Atlanta Falcons twice within your division and the Detroit Lions. Anytime you play a divisional opponent, it's always going to be a dogfight. And the Atlanta Falcons are a team that can score a lot of points. So right now, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they're hanging on by a thread right now as far as the wild card is concerned, and they could easily miss the playoffs moving forward.
Well, first things first. First of all, I definitely disagree with Damian Woody. But the first thing I want to say is it's a little dapper suit right there. I mean, I like the suit. I mean, the shirt and the suit is looking kind of a little smooth. All right, I gotta give credit where credit is due. All right, I don't know why you started the segment looking all upset like you were ready to block somebody or hit somebody. I don't know what that was about. I don't understand that. You understand? You don't come on this show looking all upset.
First of all, I don't appreciate you dressing all black like you some type of gangster or something.
I can't be from time to time. I can't be from time to time. All right, but just deal with it, okay? Now let me get back to what you this dribble that you had to look. Max, shut your mouth, Mr. Matrix. I'm getting to you in a second because this falls right in line with what Max wants to say. I know Max is sitting there. Max was sitting back while you were talking, David, going like this. Didn't I tell y'all? I told y'all, just like I told y'all about Wentz, told y'all about Brady. That's what Max is going to do. He can't wait to go, so you just wait. Let me tell you something, Damian Woody. It is blasphemous what you just said. I would remind y'all that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers team that's lost 3 of the last 4, who are those 3 losses to? Those 3 losses were to the Saints, to the Rams, and to the Chiefs. I mean, stop the presses. Stop the presses. I mean, if you're going to lose some teams, those are the kind of teams you need to lose to. I'm not saying it's a good thing, but ain't no shame in the game. It was a shame how they lost to New Orleans, but ain't no shame in the game to lose to the Saints, Rams, and Chiefs. And this last 4 games, you got the Falcons twice, Minnesota and Detroit. I mean, please. If the Saints lose if the Bucs lose any of those games, they don't deserve to go to the playoffs. I expect them to win the next 4 games, finish the season 11-5, and be in the postseason. How would Atlanta, Detroit, and Minnesota might be a little tough because of the way they're flowing lately, but damn it, handle them too. Just handle your business, Tampa Bay. Plain and simple.
I was having a mic issue, but let me just say, Damian, in case you didn't hear, Stephen A. in fact does play a gangster on TV, not on this show,
That's right.
But he is Brick. General Gangster. Is that not,
Thank you, Max.
Not the case?
My bad.
General Hospital.
My bad.
Oh, by the way, Max, by the way, I appreciate you
screen.
mentioning that. General Hospital, my first appearance, in a little while. I'll be back on the air next Wednesday, the 16th. I'll be on the air. Brick, the surveillance expert for the mob, will show up on General Hospital next Wednesday. I just wanted to say that. Thank you, Max.
Right. Well, so there it is. So that is the truth. I also didn't get the memo that it was no tie day today, okay? But that's neither here nor there. Guys, Stephen A. is totally right about this. This is simple math. Of course the Bucs are going to make the playoffs. One team is going to come out of the NFC East. I don't care how well Washington and the Giants are playing right now. They're both 5-7. That's one team out of the NFC East. Out of the North, there's the Packers. Let's table everybody else for a second. It ain't going to be the Bears. It ain't going to be the Lions. So there's two. Remember, 7 teams are making it this season. The Rams and the Seahawks out of the West. We're up to 4. The Saints in the South. The Vikings and the Bucs could make it in easily, unless you think Arizona's going to suddenly come alive. But if so, they're probably going to be competing with the Vikings for the reason that Stephen A. just said. Damian Woody. They got the Falcons twice and the Lions once. They're going to win 10 games this year by default. And if for some reason they don't get in, I don't want to hear about how Scotty Miller's not being targeted enough and he stretches the field. That is such a joke. Tom Brady has his security blanket and Rob Gronkowski. He has Mike Evans and Godwin and Antonio freaking Brown. People are going to tell me now that Antonio Brown instead of Scotty Miller, that's the reason they're not going to make it. He's got a defense. He's got every single thing he needs. And you have 7 teams making the playoffs. The only thing he doesn't have anymore is a soft AFC South. The team he had to beat him the first time and whooped him the second time. But he's going to make the playoffs because he almost can't not make the playoffs. Do the math.
I'm glad y'all got it figured out. Y'all got it figured out. Just writing off all these other opponents coming down the stretch, writing off the Minnesota Vikings who's playing well right now. Yeah, keep writing them off. Like we know who the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are right now. It's one thing to list all of these names, all of these household names, but if you don't have an identity, if you're not playing together as a unit, what good is it right now? Yes, I understand. I understand that
Tom Brady was a great leader.
I understand they played.
Hold on, Max.
What is that? But listen, Max, what does that have to? If you're not playing good football,
Damian Woody, I must
Tom
confess.
Brady supposed to lead them and change the culture?
Hold on. Damian Woody, I must confess something. I apologize for getting on you, my brother, especially with you looking all dapper and everything for a change. You're not wearing some raggedy shirt leaning in the same old blue suit or that red tie trying to sit up there and show your political affiliations and stuff like that. But I will tell you this, Damian Woody, aren't you the guy that picked the Dallas Cowboys to go to the Super Bowl last year? Was that you? Was that you, buddy? Wasn't you the guy that picked the Dallas Cowboys to go to the Super Bowl last year?
Hold on.
I mean, wasn't that you?
What does 2019 got to do with 2020?
Because to make a mistake like that, you deserve a year. You deserve a year of humility. A year of humility.
Don't talk to me about the Cowboys.
Excuse me.
I went out there with the Cowboys.
You deserve a year of humility.
I'm not talking about the Cowboys right now.
I can talk. Hold on.
So you getting way ahead of yourself.
Charlie, can I tell him, Damian? Can I tell him, Damian, right now, y'all? He knows where I'm going. Damian knows where I'm going. Damian knows where I'm going. Did somebody's wife call me, FaceTime me to get on me when the Dallas Cowboys won a game this year?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I didn't get a call on FaceTime.
You know what I noticed, Damian?
From Mrs. Woody.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Mrs. Woody didn't FaceTime me during this season. Not last year, Max. Not last year. This season.
I don't know.
This season.
Stephen A., but you see what happened? Did you see what happened to Damian? And we missed it the whole segment. He's out of the doghouse. He's not in the corner anymore. The family let him back in a regular room. He got the whole room to himself. How did you swing that, Damian? They had you in the corner of the hallway at one point. Your back set up in a regular room, sitting there in the middle.
You ain't talking about the Cowboys anymore.
That's what
So what you gonna do next? You
about.
gonna TikTok, Damian? You gonna TikTok again?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Don't
Guys,
be
you gonna do it again?
He did an extra TikTok and got back in their good graces.
All right, we're talking about identity here. Well, Tom Brady's identity is actually making it to the playoffs. He has only missed one time since becoming a full-time starter in 2001. And Damian, look, I know you've been put in timeout. We're going to let you go for just a minute, but we're going to bring you